We are wrestling with New Japan Pro Wrestling New Japan Cup. We have results and previews the the first two nights and the next two nights of the first round of the show. As a whole, what did you think of the first two nights of the New Japan Cup, Kaliko?
Let's see. Night one, they came out with uh, a a bang with the New Japan Cup cats. Like they balls to the wall. It wasn't even a joke how they came out with that show. Night two, you had like the biggest upset of the night or of the tournament, if you will. And it's just like, just when you think New Japan, you got this shit down packed, shit just changes, and you're like, God damn it. Uh, but but it's just glad to have New Japan back because I like their style. I like their storytelling personally because they try to make it make sense and they give uh, a reasonable way of people losing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not like just like this fluky hokey shit. So that to me is what I missed about it, and it's just glad to have it back.
First up, on night one, Togi Makabe defeated Yota Tsuji. Um, I don't think anybody was betting money on Yota Tsuji, right?
Unless you just wanted to take the other side and just, whatever. But we kind of knew what that one was going to happen.
Right. And this was definitely something I wanted to ask you. Do you think that, not having the crowd affected the show?
With New Japan, no. But and this is why, because the fans the fans are not how American fans are. They don't try to take over the show. They sit back and watch it for what it is. They don't, so it wouldn't have been no different. Like they would, I mean, maybe at certain spots you could miss the fans, but for the most part, if you've watched a New Japan match, you're not going to hear like the fans trying to take over the match. They cheer when they need to cheer. They boo when they need to boo. They ooh when they need to ooh. They ah when they need to ah. And that's about it.
Next matchup, Yano Toro defeated Jado in 9 minutes and 7 seconds with a schoolboy.
I mean, when has Yano not won with a schoolboy? So, 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 you it's like he's like taking that. He's like, "Yo, John Cena won with that schoolboy. Let me make a career out of that shit." But but yeah, I mean, that was expected too. Yano is as much as he's a comedy gimmick, he's the staple of the comedy side of
Oh, yeah.
wrestling. So, I mean,
You're going to get an entertaining match when Yano Toro comes on your screen.
he, oh yeah,
Then you have Homa losing to Hiromu Takahashi in 18 minutes and 45 seconds with a time bomb. So for the only junior heavyweight to beat a heavyweight in the tournament.
true. And the common thread between these two is that they both had their necks broken before.
Right.
So the only thing I think the match showed is the youth of Hiromu, because that's basically was to me the difference between the two is his youth and his stamina. You know what I mean? So that to me was a highlight of that match. The fact that he was the fresher guy. Um, and let's just face it, like Takahashi's probably like the second hottest guy in that company right now.
Oh yeah.
If not the hot, you can make a debate for the hottest guy. So as far as like crowd,
I'd
you can make a
I still say Naito's maybe a tad more over.
yeah. I'm not. I said you could debate it.
Right.
I ain't say that it is. You can make the debate for it.
You know,
I mean, I'll
I
believe
felt
it.
like this was a good match. I kind of felt like this match was one that could have been enhanced
Held for
by
the
a
crowd.
crowd. Yeah.
True, because of the simple fact that Takahashi, this is like his second match back, as far as like second, third match back, so it would have helped the crowd being on his side. So yeah, I can see it.
And you know, Homer's a fan favorite as well. I see some of the people getting behind Homer as well. So it's two guys that work better with a crowd reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you have Tomohiro Ishii defeating El Desperado in 20 minutes and 17 seconds. Vertical uh, drop brainbuster. Yeah. Ishii, Desperado, who did not see this coming?
True. I just feel like this one was if Hiromu and Honma was youth versus old, this one was speed versus strength. And you just saw like the strength of Ishii and the roughness of Ishii and the durability of Ishii in this match.
You know, and the thing of it is, yeah, he's still pretty strong, but I made an observation during the match. It would have not taken Ishii that long to finish a Desperado. Maybe even, I'd go back as far as 2 years. Has, Ishii's armor kind of cracking at this point?
He is up there in age, but he's more of a never open weight guy, so you could make the argument that him being in that open weight division, it's more of styles. So, everybody can get caught. Everybody can come down to somebody's level. We had this conversation with Okada, like, on any night, you don't need to be the best of all time. You just need to be the best that one night.
For 3
And
seconds.
and some people can, give it to you, but as long as you take care of business, you'll be okay.
Next up, in the first round on the left side of the bracket, Ishimori defeated Gabriel Kidd in 8 minutes and 53 seconds with a label lock.
Next. I mean, it was a short match.
It was
8 minutes.
a young lion going up against a veteran, so I don't think anybody had money on Gabriel Kidd.
Yeah, that's my point. So, you knew that was only going to go so long.
Yoramura lost to Yoshinobu Kanemaru in 9 minutes and 32 seconds with a deep impact.
Same as the first one. We knew who we know the two matches we were looking for in night 2, and so let's get to them. You already know, like, come on.
Yuji Nagata defeated Minoru Suzuki in 20 minutes 35 seconds backdrop hold, and yeah, two guys. We've been watching the Undertaker documentary. Undertaker's in his 50s. These guys are in their 50s, and they're still going like they're 25. This was by far the best match of the tournament so far.
Yes, and for for Minoru to lose on his birthday of all days. He
Oh
turned
damn!
52.
Oh
Yeah,
damn!
he was fit.
It was his birthday
Yeah,
on that day.
yeah,
Oh
yeah. He
shit!
lost on his birthday. He turned 52 and took the L. You know what I mean? Happy birthday.
Damn.
Take this L real quick. So, but I will say this is the upset of the tournament. I mean, Nagata, you mean he's what, 2 years removed from the G1? I mean, he was just floating
Right.
in a sense, and for him to have that, it it sets him up against the winner of the other match, Okada, which is going to be very interesting. Uh, but
I
as
think
far as this
Okada's
match,
just
yeah,
grateful he's not fighting Suzuki.
true. I mean, but to me, either one of those two is going to give Okada a run for the money just with the experience. Um, but yeah, you're right. This one, they went all over the place, man. They were beating each other senseless, and
Nagata's chest was just vocal meat at the end of it.
oh yeah, oh yeah, it's just yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, Suzuki was throwing chairs at him, so what the hell you expect?
oh no, only Suzuki's forms could have done that. I mean, he plays with all those weapons on the outside, but we both know Suzuki doesn't need those to win a match.
Yeah, he'll
I mean,
beat you with his bare hands.
exactly, he could literally kill you with his bare hands. And, New Japan not disappointing, giving us a out of nowhere victory, just when we don't expect it.
From a spot that we looked over because
Right.
we don't think Nagata. I mean, I'm like, Nagata,
Yeah.
eh.
Suzuki, move on.
And yeah, exactly. And it just boom, there it goes.
Right? And that brings us to our last match. Kazuchika Okada defeated Gato in 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Kazuchika Okada defeated him with a Cobra Clutch. That's a new move for him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Um, this one was seen more personal, like Gato trying to run every trick in the book to get him, considering that he knows Okada damn near probably
Oh,
better than any other. He knows Okada better than any person, any opponent ever.
he
So
had a plan for every letter of the alphabet. He had the spray. He had brass knuckles. He had a wrench taped to his hip. He had an extra pair of brass knuckles. Like, he thought about this match.
oh yeah, he did. That he did.
Do you find it a little odd that it took Kazuchika Okada 15 minutes and 30 seconds to defeat Gato?
No, because this was more personal, and to me, I think the storytelling was that if it was anybody else, he probably would have. I mean, beat him, but to me, this was more like him letting his emotions get in the way of his match. Of he let his emotions get in the way of the purpose. You know what I mean? Instead of just beating, because Gato betrays him, and as much as he probably had hits and runs with Gato, he never had a full on interaction with Gato.
Do you think Yuji Nagata and Suzuki should have main evented night 2?
Hindsight's 2020 because you were expecting, if you had it, because we were looking at it from before, we weren't even thinking of them main eventing because we knew that the story and the personal history between even though Nagata and Suzuki has a personal history, uh, Okada and Gato's more recent.
Right.
So that's why I would have put them in the main event because it's more recent. It's a more recent betrayal, and it's a current, you know, a current story arc versus Nagata and Suzuki, which is, that's just a rehash from, I want to say, 7 years ago.
Yeah, something like around that time. Um, so that is your left side of the bracket so far, and more other than Nagata, we pretty much called everything in this bracket so far. But
Yeah.
by the next time we have New Japan is actually tomorrow, and these are the matches we'll be seeing. So Hiroshi Tanahashi will be taking on Taichi. Who's
Mm,
going
mm.
Taichi or Tanahashi?
Wait a minute, wasn't is it Tanahashi?
Yeah, it's
Oh no,
Tanahashi and
no,
Taichi.
really? I thought it was Umino. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. But either way, it could be Taichi, it could be Umino, it could be Energizer Battery. It's gonna be Tanahashi. So yeah.
And that brings us to our next match, Kota Ibushi versus Zack Sabre Jr. Now, obviously, whoever wins this match takes on Hiroshi Tanahashi in the second round matches.
Hmm.
And Tanahashi hasn't had the best luck with Zack Sabre Jr. as we know.
Right. And I think that is going to be an interesting match. Uh, both are young, both can go. Ibushi, he, I see him winning. I just can't see him winning the whole thing because he's like the current G1 champion.
Right.
So it's really rough to see me have him run through this New Japan Cup. So if they were to do it, I think it would be Zack Sabre Jr. doing it now to give that that rivalry that he had with Tanahashi a little bit more breath. So
I'm trying to remember who won the last match between Ibushi and Sabre Jr. Uh, usually Zack gives and takes a victory. He wins once, he loses one, but he wins it right back. Uh, that being said, I'm probably gonna go with Sabre Jr.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because if Tanahashi wins, I mean, I can't see Taichi going against Zack Sabre Jr. I see. I can't see him going against Zack Sabre Jr. So it would be Tana. I could see Tanahashi against Ibushi. I can't see Taichi against Zack Sabre Jr. though. Look at it. Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. Next match, Rizutsuke Taguchi versus Sanada.
Sonata next.
You
We
know,
know
no,
how I feel. You know how I feel about Sonata. Ain't even. You already
normally,
know.
normally I would agree with you, but it seems after the 110-day rest period, he did not come out of the gate strong.
That's lulling you to sleep, Sonata. Because I see a Sonata Takagi. I see a Sonata Shingo going.
Right.
That's why. To me, I think that would be a barn burner.
Oh, without a doubt. And that brings, obviously, we're just overshadowing who he's wrestling. Yo. No,
Show.
so. I always get that mixed up. They had
Yeah,
a barn burner about a year ago in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, and this is kind of a rematch of that.
pretty much. And to me, I think uh I mean, Show and Yo, I might as well just call them BTS. But
Ooh,
I mean, that's what they remind me of. But I mean, it, to guy to Shingo is just he's it. Shingo to me is in that upper tier with Okada, Hiromu, and Naito. To me,
right.
so if this is his coming out party, he's running through one hell of a bracket
And
on that part of the bracket in that little quadrant, if you will. Because to me, you could make an argument other than Sho and Taguchi, everyone else
true, yeah.
running through that bitch.
And I could definitely make the argument Shingo is definitely going to have the better matches of this tournament, just considering who his opponents might be. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
I don't see him winning the tournament. Whether he hits into Tanahashi or Ibushi. I don't see him winning that match. Um, you know, uh, stranger things have happened in New Japan. But I do see him going through Show. Um, I'm sorry, but I see him going through Sonata as well.
how dare you?
But I don't see him getting that third round win against honestly any of these guys. Has Sabre Jr., Ibushi, Taichi, or Tanahashi.
But
But
you know how New Japan do it. They'll have a motherfucker run through it, the hardest part, and then lose to the motherfucker you think he's supposed to run through.
oh yeah,
So
true, so true. And that brings us to the 23rd night 4 of New Japan action. Hiroshi Tenzan will take on Yoshihashi.
really,
Yep, it's a match.
no, yeah, no. It just, yeah, no. If Yoshihashi gets past the second round, I'm fucking like, yo, like,
That takes us to our next match, Yo versus Bushi.
Yo has a better shot of making it out of his bracket than Show. So yeah,
Without a doubt. I mean, Bushi is not the most unbeatable guy, right?
right.
And we all know Yoshihashi is Yoshihashi.
He's Yoshihashi, for better or for worse.
I
He's
mean,
Yoshi.
I'd sooner believe Yoshihashi uh, trips and falls to the ring and not actually make it into the match than him winning one of these matches.
True. I mean, to me, his biggest thing was the upset of Omega. That's probably his biggest win ever.
And that was like 3, maybe 4 years
Years
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they ain't done nothing after that.
Satoshi Kojima versus Evil.
Evil, I would say.
That makes sense to me.
I
And
would I can make.
Hiroki
Uh,
Goto versus Yujiro Takahashi.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Um, Goto probably just coming back.
I
Really
could,
haven't got his like last year. He came back, but he didn't really get a good shake.
right.
So
I might consider Yujiro winning this match. just, to have that upset victory. Obviously, Evil, and you look at the bottom right bracket, the only two guys that really seem like they have a shot of making it is Evil and Goto. And I would want to give maybe some momentum to Evil and not having to go and not having to have him beat Goto on his way to the semifinals.
True. But that would mean Bushi would have to fall, and Tenzan would have to run through. Because unless God help us, if Yoshi makes if Yoshi makes it to fight Gozo, yeah, it's desperate, my man, desperate.
Yeah, it's Yoshihashi and Evil in the semifinals.
That would be
Eh,
the biggest uh upset in a sense of goddamn Yoshi making the semis would be bigger than Nagata beating Minoru.
oh yeah, I think some people might get heart attacks from shock.
People gonna get strokes, seizures. Like, what the fuck?
Somebody,
So,
somebody just woke up from a coma. Who won the New Japan Cup? Yoshihashi. Back to sleep.
back to sleep. Yep, that would be that. That sums it up perfectly.
Now, might as well go to the second round of the right bracket since we're here. Anyway, Togi Makabe versus Tomohiro Ishii. Who wins the match, Kaliko?
Ugh. Ishii.
Yeah, fair enough.
I say Ishii.
Toriano versus Hiromu Takahashi.
Takahashi.
But that's going to
And that's
be,
because that Takahashi Ishii would be a burner boy.
oh yeah. And Yano and Takahashi is probably going to be the most entertaining match of the whole tournament.
Yep.
Kazuchika Okada versus Yuji Nagata.
Ugh. Beforehand, I would have said Okada,
Oh yeah.
but New Japan will fuck around and be like, Nagata, make it to the semis. Like, yeah. And he doesn't have to be good all the time. He just got to be good for 3 good dates. So uh, I'm gonna stick with Okada. That's gonna be mine. That's fine. I'll stick with it.
I mean, that's a good hill to die on, picking Okada.
I mean, he's the best, and he's only in his early 30s. Shit.
But I wanna see Okada versus Hiromu. But if I'm Okada, do I really want to lose to a junior weight? So the only other person viable to take Okada out is Nagata, because he's the only heavyweight he would have throughout his tournament run.
Yeah, unless they plan to push Ishii to Okada, and I don't see. I mean, I could see it happening, but because they don't really care about stablemates fighting each other. But I feel like Takahashi um getting that rub to get looked at beyond light heavyweight would help him beating Ishii and losing in a valiant effort to Okada.
Fair, fair enough. Um, Next match, Yoshinobu Kadamaru versus Ishimori. I gotta go with Kadamaru. Ishimori's never beaten him before.
I mean, he's only this far because he beat a young lion. Next.
True, but Tanamo, but Ishimori beat Gabriel Kidd, who's a young lion too. Both of these guys beat young lions.
I mean, yeah, but you can see them. Oh yeah, you only beat here because of this. Uh, it ain't like Kota Ibushi who made it through Zack Sabre Jr. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's levels to it. Like, there's a reason they were at the bottom and not main event night two.
Right.
There was a reason.
So, Tanamo, Ishimori, who wins?
I'll go Kanemaru just because Kanemaru Okada. Yeah, that could make it, I guess.
It's another, sneaky style type match.
Yeah,
But
and
you're gonna
and
have
then, yeah, I mean,
you might have a barn burner if it's Ishimori versus Okada.
true, but either way, they're all losing to Okanos, and that's all that matters.
And what did it cost them?
Everything.
And that will be, we just covered 4 nights of New Japan action right now. And we will cover the rest when it becomes available to us. Definitely going to shine a light next week when we cover all these shows, right?
Pretty much. It'll probably be just me and you talking, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Scooter Dust might actually be taking sabbatical for the time being. Maybe more on that next week. But we will conclude our coverage of New Japan, the New Japan Cup, and that will do it for this show. If you like the show, please like, subscribe, comment, both on YouTube and Castbox. Catch us every Saturday at 2 o'clock. If you want to join the conversation, you can follow all of us on Twitter. Where can you find? I'm at JamesJ993. Where can they find Kaliko Yachts?
I am Kaliko, and yesterday or 2 days ago, a couple days ago, was Rey Mysterio Day. Booyaka, booyaka. 619.
Did you actually go? Was Rey Mysterio signing autographs the other day?
Oh no, that was 7 years old. That picture was old as hell. That was an old ass picture. I had people come at me and talk about, don't tell me Rey Mysterio was out there in a pandemic doing it. I'm like, bro, it's like 7 years ago. Jesus.
I mean, it looked like an old picture. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was cool as shit anyway. Either way.
I mean, I just had people asking me, how the hell did you get a picture with him in the Home Depot parking lot? But that's either.
Oh my god, that was a Home Depot parking lot?
Oh yeah. See, the funny story with that was because they had a Rey Mysterio. It was a house show. They had a house show that Saturday night. It was in 2013, I believe. It was like right after SummerSlam, I want to say, when it was in LA, and they had a little signing of Rey Mysterio right across the street. If you're in San Diego, and they have the sports arena, but right across from it they have the plaza. So right across the street from the sports arena is the Home Depot parking lot. So they had a signing at the Home Depot parking lot.
Damn, that's cool as shit.
And this was back when him and Sin Cara was allegedly supposed to be tag teaming. But that, we all know where that went. So.
Oh, yeah. For Kaliko Yachts, Mitch Mayhem, and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Happy Papa's Day.